We're gonna do a putters only challenge with a twist. Let's go. Welcome back or welcome in. So we are doing a putters only challenge today with a little bit of a twist. Plan is I pulled all the putters out of my bag and I have to throw each putter one time. I cannot repeat throwing a putter until all of my putters have been thrown. That is to include the watt that I brought. So I have my watt, Berg, and then my 3 zones. And then I also have my putting putters, but they're not throwing putters, so they won't be thrown. I'll just be using those to putt with. We're gonna play the backyard course, which if you've watched the other 2 videos, then you'll know that this course is extremely long to just be playing with putters. But screw it, let's see how this goes. I'm just gonna start with whatever's at the bottom, which is the watt, because I don't think there's much of really any difference on what this is gonna look like throwing off the tee here. Oh. I think it rolled back just about as far as it went. I'm gonna go zone SS for this. Little low. But that should be a Berg up shot for an easy par. Right, so I said Berg up shot. I meant zone OS. I wanna save my Berg for the tee shot off of the next tee pad. And I don't think either my Jawbreaker or the Zone OS is going to be the right shot for that. So I'll just throw this up with some hyzer, let it drop in, and worst case scenario, I'll be able to lay up with a putt, or not lay up, but give it a long run. I always set the camera too close to myself. You'd think eventually I'd figure this out, but it hasn't happened yet. Short, so short. So I'm still trying to decide which putter I'm going to use, like as my main putter. I like to have 2, but I like to putt with just 1. And it's either this blue one or the purple one. Now mind you, purple's my favorite color, but this blue one just feels nice. I don't know why. Oh, good run, good run. Okay, I'm mad at it. We'll tap that out off camera because it's close enough, and I'll see you on tee pad 2. All right, hole 2, 394 foot, par 4. Straight up our alleyway, and then approach shots up through the trees onto the green. I don't know. I don't think I have the distance with any of my putters to make this shot, but Berg it is. Now, the general idea behind this video is I keep being told, like, if I want to improve, do only putter rounds. Okay, fine. I will take that and have a twist just for some fun, because I also need to get better with all of my discs. So throw each putter once, gives me a chance to learn my discs. I actually believe I'm gonna do this with my mids, my fairways, and my drivers as well. We're gonna try to pure this up this gap as best we can, try to stay to the right of the fairway as much as possible so that late fade puts us in a good enough spot that we can hopefully have an up shot. I don't have anything understable left to throw on this next shot, so hopefully this is enough to do the trick. Oh, too far to the left. Snuck through some trees, but I don't know what that upshot's gonna look like. I might be trying that terrible forehand, so. Okay, so I have a little gap here. The only option I have left is this Jawbreaker zone. So I wanna say my best bet is gonna be just to pitch up. Now mind you, this big, wide, dark tree here to the right, I do have it as a Mando, so just pitch up basically. Hopefully hitting that landing area up there where I have my pick of channels up to the green. I think I'm gonna try this standstill. Yeah, that is pretty much exactly what I wanted to happen. So I landed in probably the worst spot I could have. I have this little gap up. I'm gonna try to throw the Berg on a little baby hyzer, nice and soft, up down this line and see what I get. Mulligan. Oh, I don't trust that at all. See, now that one's basically parked. Man, should have done that the first time. That second shot was so nice. The first one, not at all. So that's a bogey, which this should have been one of the ones I could par just based off of distance. I just had to hit the lines, hit the landing spots, and I did that. Except for that one off the tree. There's always one tree. All right, hole 3, 83 foot, par 4. The only thing that I have that will go out of this gap and turn is my Zone SS. So I'm gonna try to throw this on a tidbit of anhyzer. The ceiling's kind of short. Now that some of the leaves have fallen off, it's gotten a little better, but I still can't push it too high. So we're just gonna try to get hopefully as close to this Mando tree, this first tree on the outside as possible, and just curve out to the right around it. Not bad. I'm out. Now I can basically throw whatever I want for the next 2 shots to get up to the pin. Okay, wide open field. Let's throw the Stavy baby, the Zone OS. Put it on some anhyzer and just get as much distance as I can. That's manageable, honestly. My forehand was right there too, so can't be that bad. Okay, I don't know what it is, but somebody is barbecuing or something, because I smell food and I haven't eaten dinner yet and it smells so good. It's like, it smells like barbecued ribs. Oh, so good. Anyway, that's a PSA for today. All right, Watt, it's the only one I have left. You guys will have to let me know if I screw up at any point and accidentally throw one before I'm supposed to, but as of right now, I think I'm in the clear. So I'm gonna just throw this up, big hyzer, just get as close to the basket as I can. For whatever reason, on just wide open holes, it's like without any like anchor points or something, like I'm never that close, ever. And it just drives me nuts. But I'm gonna aim out of this tree to the right. Nice hyzer, high. I'm probably 200 feet in, should be manageable. Oh, that's short, that's way short. Not like way short, but kind of died out. Like I said, there's that wind out there. You don't feel it as much here because the trees kind of block it, but as soon as you start to push out that direction, it's definitely more noticeable. All right, we're probably just outside circle. Not awful, within range, just not consistent range yet. Also, fun fact, it's like 70 today. I think it's like low 60s now, but it's supposed to, just for reference purposes, today's Wednesday, and it is supposed to snow Sunday. Like, Indiana weather is so fickle. It's, they don't give you any breaks, like no warnings either. It's just season change, bam, have it, take it. Gotta love it. Anyway. Oh, that was so close. Yeah, so turns out I have this as a par 5 right now. So first part of the video, it's a good start. It's the last 3 holes that are really like gettable distance wise. So I'm trying to just stay afloat until I get to those and hope I don't screw them up. I thought when I designed this course that I did pretty decent about having it flow. Yeah, I didn't. There's like so much walking in between tees. Anyway, I'll have to make some corrections to that at some point. Make it circle a little better or something. But basket's way out there. It's like 500 feet and some change, like close to 600 feet. That's where hole 1's basket was. It's par 4. This Connex is new and it is right in my way. That being said, I'm gonna throw my Zone SS up over on an anhyzer line and just kind of let it do what it's gonna do once it gets out and about, and then just kind of go from there. That's probably gonna cut roll back to the left. Really, I wanted that a little bit higher so that it would have more time to start to fade back a little bit, because that SS will trail back a little bit after it's up there for a minute, but I didn't put enough height on it. So I didn't make it into the tree line, which I made as an OB line. That being said, I got way too close to it. So my best disc option for this throw is on the ground. So what it is, big Anheuser around the corner, and then hopefully give me a good line to the basket. That was so bad. I'm still not very competent on those backhand tight turnover lines where I don't have a lot of option with how I can throw it, which, to be fair, on that line specifically, I probably have more option than I think I did. And all things considered, I might have been better off throwing something like that Jawbreaker zone that I could put on that massive Anheuser and let it flex back out a little bit and actually give me that little bit of right drift, versus both of these discs being a little bit too neutral and wanting to neutral to understable, to where they just hold that line and then just hit and cut roll, which is not helpful to the cause. All right, so I'm pretty positive it's been SS and Watt. So I have Berg, OS, and Jawbreaker left. So I'm gonna throw Jawbreaker, just throw it out to the right, let it fade over and in. Hopefully I don't lay this one up short like I did last time. Oh no, that looks great. It's still a little short. I just don't quite put enough on it. I'm so afraid to just end up in that wood line, and because of that, I come up short. It's kind of sad. I didn't like that. I tried something different. Yikes. I mean, that felt better. Just overshot it. Hole 5, 434 foot, par 4, out the gap, up to the basket in the field. I'm gonna try to get through these last 5 holes in like 30-40 minutes. Try to get back at a decent time. I told my kids I would take them on a 4-wheeler ride, so I need to do that before it gets dark and cold, because I don't want them getting sick. I have Berg and Zone OS left to throw. So Zone OS in the field, Berg through the gap. Right, yeah, not the gap. This is not ideal. Now I know how Calvin felt on that run up he had. Anyway, I'm gonna just throw up over this pile and a bunch of Anheuser and see how it goes. Oh God, not well. Ow. So with it being the OS, it flexed back out and it wouldn't just keep carrying right. So it's not like awful, but it's not good. And we're not gonna talk about the fact that a squirrel just gave me a mini heart attack as it came sprinting through the woods, and all I hear is the crackling of the leaves right out in front of me. Couldn't see it until it was like out in front of me. So I had no idea what was coming to attack me, but nope, apparently I was just in his way. My bad, squirrel. I hate you. All right, so a little further right than I'd want to be, but ultimately I don't think the upshot changes much. So Berg, big hyzer, spike hyzer, and let it crash in. Usually I'm not even gonna say that, I'm gonna jinx it. No, it's too far left and short. That was sad. What could have been a nice easy par is now a long tester. I don't even think this qualifies as a tester since I'm in C2, but nonetheless, it is makeable. Oh, the spit out. Oh, that was hearted. That's gonna be a short. So with that in mind, bad putt or it's spit out? You tell me. Hole 6, it's a 434 foot par 4, straight out. It's a par 4 right now. It's going to be a par 3 soon because playing the Mando on the tree is too complicated with actually being able to tell if it goes over, and every other time other than that, I've pretty much had an easy birdie look. Whether I've made it or not is a completely different story, but nonetheless, what it is, I'm just going to throw this out. It did flip up a little last time, so I'm going to test and see if it does that again. That's not a bad flight. I don't know how I feel about it for sure yet, but it was a wobbly. I know that. Definitely could see the wobble. And did no fade back. It could be usable. So I have the SS and the Jawbreaker left to throw. That being said, if I'm wrong, there'll be like a text box or a pop-up that goes right in this area somewhere that's calling me an idiot for lying to people. But that being said, basket straight up head, maybe 200 feet. Jawbreaker zone, hyzer in. Should be an easy birdie, quote unquote, since I'm playing this as a 4. Too much. Not a good putt. Hole 7, it's like 280 feet, or 240 feet, sorry, words hard. It's the ace-run hole, the major ace-run hole in this course. That being said, I don't have a good place to put the camera, if you remember from the actual course video. So you get to hear one of my favorite sounds of disc golf, that as the disc comes flying by, and I hopefully don't smash the back of my camera. Too far left. Way too far left. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm way far over. That being said, I posted you up on his lawnmower, so at least I've got a spot for the camera. I wanted to just lay this up and then call it a par and just move on, just to expedite this process. But I have this, you know, the channel mantra is full send or no send. So we run everything for better or for worse. So here we go. There's a slight gap in the ceiling up there if I could hit it. Oh, I hit the gap, clipped that tree branch on the way through. I felt really good about it until that branch hit it. I'm gonna tap that out, so see you on the tee pad in the next hole. Okay, hole 8, 295 feet, par 3. Zone of west, that's all I got left, and then I'm free reign. Hopefully I can just put this close enough that I can putt out and then do whatever I want off the next tee. Just like that. Every time. Let's take a second and just admire this beautiful sunset we've got going on right now. Here, do you got a good view? You ready for it? Ta-da! Okay, we're back. Sorry, distractions. Get down. Oh, not too bad. I don't know if this camera angle is any fun or not, but I thought it'd be interesting. Whee! Darn. So, has to be the wad off the tee, even though I really wanted to throw that Jawbreaker zone. Hole 9, 406 feet. I'm gonna put on a little bit of hyzer, let it flip up. Hopefully I get a cleaner release with it this time, because it's been coming out wobbly, which I don't think is helping the flight. I don't like super deep putters, like part of the reason I don't throw the Luna, and that's kind of what this feels like. My fingers just don't quite fit like I want it to. Okay, whatever, not bad. UDisc has it as 260 foot. Not bad. Not bad at all. Berg, normally I would throw this on a hyzer, but I'm gonna say this and it's gonna be, whoop, caught it. It's the wind for you. Leave that in there just for fun. I'm gonna say this and then it's gonna be horrible, but I'm gonna try to throw it in. See what we get here. Let's see if I can finish this off here. Oh no. Band. Jesus, these baskets just want to, just want to kick it out. All right, we're gonna call that a bogey. and then move on. Dancing in the moonlight every day. Sorry. That's what happens when I get out here by myself and I get bored. Like, my kids wanted to stay back and play in the yard. They just left me all alone. Anyway, moving on. So that is a bogey for hole 9, which I will check real quick, but I am pretty positive puts us at, I think, +3 for the round, which is tragic. Review, +5. Ugh, even worse than I thought. Bogeyed a bunch of holes, but to be fair, most of these holes are really not meant for the distance. I don't think that really accomplished anything for me, all things considered, but I'm gonna have some fun with this. We're gonna do mid-range fairways and drivers and just see which one is the best. Try to force myself to throw some disc in some situations that I normally wouldn't, and go from there. We'll play it same rules next time. Let me know which ones you guys want to see first, or if I should just go down the line. We'll keep it interesting. If you enjoyed your time, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know the benefits of putter rounds. My understanding is it's supposed to help with a little bit of angle control and things like that, but I also know that it doesn't help with nose angle, because with them being a lot more wide rim, you're forgiven a lot more with the poor nose angle release. With the driver, bad nose angle, it's just gonna whoo, and go away. Putters, not so much, so kind of hold that line. But also, let me know some other good throwing putters. Really, the only one that I'm like fully sold on is my Berg. Like I said, I want to try the Sten, maybe jump up for that. But other than that, pretty much everything else is potentially replaceable. I do like that SS a lot, especially the better I get with it, the more useful it will be. But yeah, it's been Disc Daddy from Divers to Drivers. Till next time.